a series together, which I've recommended so many times. And so what happened when I started reading this book that we're going to cover today, .com Secrets, I followed the book as best as I could, and I created an online course called the Aesthetic Body Course that you might have seen me mention. I created that course, marketed it, and sold it exactly like how this author told me to do. And I literally went from being totally broke on government welfare to making my first few $1,000s per month online. This was around July 2021, so in the space of 2 months, I went from being flat out broke to actually making more than a full-time income. And then just a few months after that, I made my first ever $10,000 month. And I'm not a very materialistic person. Like, I'm still wearing the same bathrobe from like the last 2 years, bro. I'm not a very materialistic person, so I reinvested literally as much of that money back into this big movement. I hired so many more staff. It even became kind of like a meme in our community of like the amount of guys that I was hiring. And suddenly our channel, our whole movement just got put on the fast track. We had like a full-on dedicated team making these videos. That meant that my time was being more free and I could spend more time learning so that I could teach things better to you. The guys that I hired to help me make these videos for you, they were young men literally from our movement. They were just young guys who were watching our videos, and I wanted to give them opportunities. One of the video editors was working in a grocery store beforehand for minimum wage, and then he started working for me. Another guy was an Uber Eats driver and then became my editor. Another guy was from Syria and he escaped that country because of what was happening. And then, he started studying in Germany and got this job as well. Just a few months after that, I flew out my editors to come meet all in person. So we all went to Amsterdam, we met up, we actually celebrated their success, and it was just so amazing to like see these guys who were just like some of us come fly out and actually enjoy themselves with the success that they'd help us bring. And I paid for all their flights and the Airbnb that we stayed in. With the money that we've been able to make by following this book, I've been able to fly around and actually see my fans in person and actually hear your stories. And I've had a personal life benefit from this too. On my second YouTube channel, the Hamza Unfiltered channel, there's a video which is titled "You Can Escape from Hell." You might have seen it. And the top comment was from one of our boys congratulating me on the progress that I had made from, being broke to getting like more successful. And in his comments, he wrote like, "Oh, it's like so good to see Hamza's success. Like he was a self-made guy and he's become successful." And I commented and, said, "Oh, thank you so much for those kind words, but I'm not self-made. I'm not a self-made successful man. I've had an extremely supportive family all of this time. My father's worked 60 to 80 hour work weeks through the night as a taxi driver. And he was doing this to support our entire family. And imagine one man supporting an entire family. And that meant that I could focus on this business instead of, needing to work or anything. And so when we started making a lot more money, I started supporting my father, my entire family. And that's such an amazing feeling. I can't wait for you to get to the point when like you're the one who's, for example, paying for the house, or you're the one who's supporting your family and like they don't have to work at the same like undesirable jobs, unsafe jobs that they've had to do previously. Following this book, .com Secrets by Russell Brunson, honestly changed my life forever, and it's why we're here today, because I am sure if I didn't follow this book, if I didn't implement the principles that we're going to learn today of making online income, of marketing, and we didn't make that much money to help us expand, we would not be this big. Like this movement wouldn't be global. If you've watched a bunch of my videos, you know just how many times I mentioned this book, .com Secrets, and the other books that this author has wrote. Go to the description of this video and there's an affiliate link to the book that we're discussing today, and it's 2 other books as well if you do want to get them. The book that we're covering today is the first one that Russell wrote, and it's .com Secrets. And it's kind of like the blueprint, like the manual, the handbook to online marketing and actually making online income. The benefit of following this book in this video is that you will hugely increase how much profit you're making from your business. And it'll also kind of explain the concept of a business as well. If that kind of confuses you a little bit and you don't really understand what the f is actually a bit like, what does that even mean? Like, yeah, okay, there's YouTubers, there's TikTokers, but what does business even mean? The book explains it really well. So you want to make online income? Well, we're going to go over the most important steps from this book on how to make that a reality like way sooner than you think it is. And the most important step, the first step, is to figure out who we're gonna sell to. Now, most guys, the reason why they get confused is because they start to really focus on like what they could sell, and like that just gets confused. Like, what product could you even sell? Well, I could be like a YouTuber. I could make some random product. It gets confusing. You need to start with who you're gonna sell to first. You need to come up with what Russell Brunson calls his dream customer. This is an exercise that you can do where you start to think about the person that you could help by selling them something, but you don't need to think about what you'd sell just yet. You just need to know more about your dream customer. Who are you trying to attract? Who are you trying to sell to? Now, this isn't a very entertaining part of this video. You know, it'd be so awesome if I just told, yeah, do this. You know, just sell this product, do this. But this is how the real money is made. And I really urge you to just take this seriously. Figure out, who do you want to sell to? What is your dream customer like? What sex are they? How old are they? What's their level of education? What's their interests? Who could you help? Who do you understand? My dream customer is very simple. My dream customers, my younger self. It's my younger self who was maybe 18 years old. And he was just struggling to, like, you know, be productive and actually do some work. He was always wasting time on social media and video games. He had the desire to, you know, become more productive, to get girls, to make more money. But he was just stuck, like, just being addicted to, like, video games and everything. That's my dream customer. Take a minute right now in this actionable step to just think about, who could you sell to? And the easiest answer is just your younger self, quite frankly, because none of us are that unique. I know, like, you know, we've been sold this lie that we're all special snowflakes. The thing is, bro, none of us are that unique. You see the size of this channel and this movement. There's over 1 million guys, right? But I've been making videos for my younger self. I speak directly to you like you're just younger Hamza. And you can see that the size that we've been able to manage, even though I'm speaking directly to one person, the more specific that you can get with your dream customer, and, you know, here's like, what annoys him? What's he scared of? How old is he? What he spends his money on? What he's watching online? You know, just start to write down so many random details about, like, this one specific person. Give him a name and attach, like, a picture, like a photo of someone to, like, really just create this character. Now you have, like, a real person that you're going to speak to and sell to. And this is the most important part of this exercise, which is going to make you the most amount of money. Figure out what your dream customer's pain is. What is causing him pain? And then figure out what his real desire is. What he totally, really wants. And then the product that you're going to try and sell to him is something that will help him go from this pain to this desire. Now you're actually starting to understand a little bit more about the kind of thing that you should go and sell. Because previously it's like this vague concept of, like, you know, oh yeah, I could try this other thing that someone else is doing. But now you realize that the purpose of the product that you're going to sell to make online income is to help your dream customer go from his pain to his desire. If you can understand this concept, you'll do very well. In my personal opinion, I think the best kind of product you can sell from pain to desire is just knowledge. Give them the knowledge that they can move themselves from that pain to the desire. So for example, someone's pain is that they're fat, and their desire is to not be fat and to maybe be very in shape and, you know, to have, like, an athletic amount of muscle. Well, there's different products that we can sell, isn't there, to get them to this dream result, isn't there? So we could sell them personal training, because that would help them to get away from the pain of being fat to actually get to the desire of being in shape. We could also sell knowledge and education by selling this fat guy. I know that selling this fat guy, for example, a program which will teach him how to do it himself. If you're still feeling stuck, thinking of exactly, you know, what product to sell, okay, you understand, okay, pain, desire, but what product should you sell? There's an incredibly fast and easy way to literally know exactly what to sell and how to sell it that this author, Russell, came up with. And this concept, which I'm about to teach you, literally changed the face of marketing and sales forever. It's called funnel hacking. So this is what you do. If you're uncertain about what product to sell or anything, but as long as you know who you're going to sell to. So you need to know that first of all, okay? You need to know who your dream customer is. But when you don't really know, okay, what product to sell, how should I, you know, it's all vague. The easiest way is to investigate someone else who's selling to your dream customer and to funnel hack by going through their sales process yourself. So let's take Andrew Tate, for example, and his dream customer is probably, you know, young men who are kind of clueless about how the world works, they're lonely, and they want to make more money. That's Andrew Tate's dream customer. Let's say, for example, your dream customer is very similar. Your dream customer is young men who want to make more money. Well, you could try and think of your own product and start from scratch, but what you potentially could do is buy Andrew Tate's product yourself, because he's selling to the same people as you. Go through his entire funnel, see where he's selling, see where he's asking people for their email, sign up to everything he's got, not from this lens of a consumer, but more so as an investigator to see how he's selling, because he's clearly successful in selling. So for example, you'd see some videos where he's talking about the products he has, and, you know, there's a link there. You click on the link and you see how this sales page looks, and then you go through and literally buy his product. So maybe it's Hustlers University, it's like $50. You buy it and see the sales process, then you go to the actual product, see what he's selling there, then you investigate. You're not like in the Discord server of Hustlers University thinking, oh, well, I'm going to learn copywriting. But you're looking at it with this lens of like, okay, what is he actually selling here? Could I imitate this? You do that. And now you have like this framework that you can subtly copy of someone who's very successful. So if you're uncertain of what product you should make right now, or you just want a more advanced understanding of, you know, what to sell, how to sell, consider funnel hacking. Find someone who's selling to your dream customer, see how they're selling, buy their products, and literally just investigate and analyze it all, and you'll get so many ideas. And yeah, you know, you'll have to front the cost cost of, buying someone else's product. But the profit that you're going to make from this will be so worth it, because then you can literally just see the funnel of someone who's already successful and already making money. This is absolutely groundbreaking. So this next step that I'm about to just quickly walk you through, it's very easier said than done, which is just create the product. So it depends what product it is for you. Maybe if, for example, you're going to write a book, well then, you'd write all the book. If you're going to make an online course, well, you create all the course. This is very specific to the product that you make, so I can't give you like a quick guide on how to make the whole product. There's YouTube tutorials for every kind of product you want to make. But the thing to just keep in mind whilst you're making the product that you want to sell for online income is to just keep focus on that transition of your dream customers' pain to their desire. Your product should be this like vehicle that they go from this pain to this desire. And every step of the way in creating the product, you're just thinking about what they're experiencing right now, the pain that they hate, the thing that they're fearing, and the desire that they want to get to. Make sure your product is very effective at this transformation. This is now the most interesting and most insightful part of Russell's book, which is how to actually go about selling the product that you've made. Because most people would make this product and just sell it, right? Most people would make this product, they put it up on some website, and they just send, some people there, and they hopefully try and make some money. If you try to just do that, you won't make anywhere near as much as you possibly could. This is where the concept of funnels comes in. I've mentioned funnels before. A funnel is more like a whole sales process. So instead of, for example, sending people to just a normal website where you're trying to sell them one product, you send them through a whole process where you sell them multiple products. The idea with a funnel is that someone starts at the top with something for free, like your free video. Like right now, you're at the top of my funnel with this free video. Then the next step can be that you give them something in exchange for example, their email address. You want to collect their email, right? So first, free video. Next is like something in exchange for an email. Like for example, I could tell you right now, like, oh, if you want to make more money, there's like a PDF that I've wrote, a 5-page PDF. You can get it for free. You go onto it, you click on it, and it says, oh yeah, you can get this PDF. Just give me your email and I'll send it to you. So it's like it's not technically free. You've exchanged your access to your email address. Depends how much you value that, but that's like the next step of the funnel. So free video, email address in exchange for some small like free product. Then from that point, when you've gave a marketer your email address, he can send you emails and try and sell you some stuff. So what he could do if he was a smart marketer, he could create a very small, quite affordable product, which is like $5, and try and sell you that first. Because the idea is that you want to move people down this funnel. So you start with something for free, then you start with something in exchange for an email address, then you try and sell them like maybe a $7 product, which is probably like a small part of the real product that you eventually want to sell them. So for example, you eventually want to sell them this full online course for a couple $100 or $1,000. Well, then you could try and sell them a very small part of that course, like one video of the course for $17. Anyone who buys that is showing themselves to you as like a guy who's buying from you. And then you can start to sell people more and more and more expensive products. The idea is that you just keep sending people further and further down this funnel till eventually you're selling the full product that you wanted to sell, maybe for $1,000. But then after that, you don't stop the sales process. You sell them onto something else. So you sold the online course, they've bought it. Then you send them another email like, oh, you've bought my online course. Like, how about a month of coaching for $2,700? Maybe they buy that. Maybe they're like a really rich, like you never know who's going to buy from you. Maybe that's like a really, really rich guy. So maybe you send them another email after that. Like, oh, I've got an even better thing that I could sell you. How about come fly out, come stay with me for a day, and I'll teach you everything I know about this topic that you're interested in. That's $10,000. The thing is, some people will literally buy anything that you sell for any price. I will say that again because this is so exciting. Some people, a very small amount of people, will buy literally anything that you sell for any price. And so you may as well have something which is really expensive. So the process of a funnel is really intelligent because it doesn't just stop at trying to sell someone one product. It just keeps pushing them to more and more and more expensive things. And of course, some people won't be interested. They just wanted the core product. But there will be some people who will just buy something way more expensive from you, which means that your profit per like sale actually goes through the roof, because now the sale doesn't just stop with the sale. It leads to another potential sale. That's the beauty of funnels. And this seems kind of complicated. The thing is, I can't explain the entire process, step by step, because this is a huge thing to talk about. The beautiful thing about this author who wrote this book, and he's very smart and like he's very good at what he's done, which is what we're going to explain now, is that funnels seem awesome. Okay, it seems like, okay, it's like a way to make more money, but it seems really complicated. Okay, how do you even set this up? So Russell very intelligently made a software that actually makes it easy to set up funnels and to do this entire sales process. So instead of, for example, just having a normal website like most people do, when they're like selling something on Shopify or something, you get his software, which is called ClickFunnels. And that is like a very easy, like I've got it personally, I personally use it for my courses. It's very, very easy to just sell on there. Once you have this entire process that's set up, you have the funnel that's set up with all the products and everything. The thing that you now need is traffic, which Russell literally has an entire book called Traffic Secrets. It's like the second version of this trilogy. And he teaches how to get traffic there, which maybe we'll cover in a different video. But I will also put an affiliate link to his Traffic Secrets book and also the two other ones in the description of this video if you just want to go ahead and like read the entire books, which I would recommend. I remember the realization that I had after I read all three of his books, .com Secrets, Traffic Secrets, and Expert Secrets. Once I had all three, I literally thought to myself, like, this is the key. Like, this is all you really need to know about actually performing quite well on YouTube. Like, he even explains how to talk in a way that you'll actually get like way more likely to be viral on social media, and then how to convert that into people who like you, then how to convert that into a loyal audience who then you can send to your products. The whole blueprint of making money online through something like social media, selling a product, is just encompassed in these three books. When I read all three, I was like, fuck, that's all I really needed. I've not really read any other books on marketing or sales. I just keep referring back to these three books. Scroll down to the description of this video and click on those links to buy his books. Click and watch this video right now. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah!